Hey guys, Crazy Dave here with a product review, demonstration, and what about some tips? What do I got? Well, I got myself a SensorPush, and why? Well, a couple of the guys on the forum, especially Joe McConaughey, kept bugging me that Dave, you gotta get one of these things and check it out. It's really, really cool. But at the same time, I noticed that a lot of you guys talk about this, and there's a lot of discussion of what it can and cannot do. So I got one. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna put it together. I'm also an IT guy, so I love computers. And I'm gonna tweak around with this baby, and I'm gonna find out what it can do, what it cannot do, and I'm also gonna look at some tips for you guys. Now, for those of you that don't know what this device is, it's basically a communication portal from little cubes, the SensorPush cube that a lot of us use to monitor our heat and the humidity within our dry aging machine. Now, keep in mind, SensorPush is not just for dry aging. You can use it for anything. If you're in an environment that you need to monitor your temperature and your humidity, whether it be inside the house or maybe a dog run, or if some of you guys are growing that medical marijuana, you have growing rooms. You want to know what's going on in that environment at all times. So SensorPush itself, the cube, amazing. This product takes it to another level. This allows you to monitor what's going on wirelessly anywhere that you are. So guys, we're going to check this baby out. Now, I'm going to tell you right now ahead of time. I've been chatting back and forth with the guys at SensorPush, okay? Amazing. I'm talking 5-star rated customer service. These guys, they respond to me, I want to say within minutes, 15 minutes max. They're responding back to my questions, okay? So that tells me right away they're a company you can trust. So I'm going to share with you, not now, but towards the end of the video, because I'm going to make you guys watch the whole thing this time. I'm going to share with you guys a question and answer form that I did with SensorPush. And that's where I'm going to show you guys some tips, some tricks, and give you a better understanding on SensorPush Gateway. You're watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so now we're just going to open this box up and see what's in it. Comes nightly packed. It's even got a little shield on it. There's the instruction card here, so we're gonna look at that in 1 second here. But this is the device here, and it looks like a little small Wi-Fi router. I'm wondering on this antenna, because it does unscrew. Let's see here. Yeah, it does. So guys, if you've got a short range on your gateway, I'm telling you, you can probably pick up a bigger antenna, and sometimes they have antennas with higher dB gains on that. I bet you can probably pick this thing up probably a mile or two away if you put the right antenna on this. But let's go ahead and keep this thing factory here, because again, I haven't tested it to know exactly what the range really is. It's kind of cool. On the back, it even tells you to download your apps, okay? And it's actually, believe it or not, American made. Look at that. Designed in Brooklyn, New York. That's awesome. So here's the instruction guide. Now I'm thinking under here, let's see. Crazy Dave can't unpack too well, can I? And there is the power cord. Simple, right? Got a power cord, got the gateway, and we got some instructions here that we're just gonna kind of look at it, and we're gonna see how easy it is to set up. Okay, now remember, download the app, plug the baby in, simple. Now, once you load the app, you're gonna get the screen here that says Add Gateway. Simple, click on it. It's going to ask you to sign in or register. It's gonna come up with the screen real quick telling you that it's looking for the device. Now, if you do not have an account, simple, put in the email, put in the password, okay? Now, after you do that and you click sign up, the screen's gonna come up and it's gonna say Gateway 1. Guess what, man? You can name it whatever you want, okay? You can call it a meat fantasy or who knows what, okay? Now, after you do that, you're going to notice down towards the bottom, it's going to start saying the word networks, okay? Now, you're going to start searching. It only pulls up the 2.4 gigahertz, not the 5.0. So if your router only operates on 5.0, make sure you also activate the 2.4 channel. Find your channel, log in, and it's simple. I mean, you're going to start connecting to that. Now, wait a few moments. It is a little slow at trying to go back and forth, okay? Now, one of the biggest things I've also noticed, and I'm going to tell you this right now, make sure you do this next step here. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem. Turn off the Bluetooth, okay? Because I noticed that when the Bluetooth was on and I connected, it was going back and forth having some issues here. Summary, easy setup. Now, make sure you pick either Ethernet or Wi-Fi. You cannot use both because you will have problems. Make sure you turn off the Bluetooth. Okay guys, so what's my opinion on the SensorPush Gateway? I think it's pretty cool. You got to play around with it a little bit because the instructions didn't really tell me much about this. And this is what I did. Crazy Dave here, a computer guy. I took it upstairs where my router is and I plugged it in using Ethernet cable that I had. And I noticed that I had a hard time when I tried connecting to both the Ethernet and when I went through the menus and I got the actual Wi-Fi drop down. It was conflicting because you cannot do both. You can't do Wi-Fi and the actual Ethernet connection. So pick one. And I think a lot of you guys are going to want to go with the Wi-Fi. Why? Glue some magnets on the back of it, stick that baby up there along the side of your fridge, and that way you know exactly what's going on. Now, I'm also going to tell you, make sure you turn off that Bluetooth mode as well, and that's in the pictures I just showed you a little bit ago. Turn that off. Otherwise, when you're nearby, you're going to conflict between the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth. But guys, I'm telling you, this thing is amazing. It was quick, easy to set up, and for some of you guys, you might want to add that extra antenna so we can be, who knows for how far away from our devices. But anyway, Crazy Dave here, and I'm going to tell you guys, if you got more than one of these cubes right here, and you're like me, you've got a few $100s involved, you want to know what's going on in this thing at all times. Get yourself a gateway from SensorPush. Crazy Dave here, and I'm out. Now here's the question and answers that Crazy Dave had with SensorPush. Now of course, Crazy Dave, myself, I'm going to go ahead and ask the questions.
And I, a little coffee bean, am going to answer the questions as if I work for SensorPush.
Can you access the SensorPush cubes from more than one device? Or, because it is Bluetooth enabled, it only sees one device?
A single sensor can simultaneously pair with multiple mobile devices. Similarly, there is no set limit to the number of sensors you can pair with a single mobile device. I often will use a dozen or so sensors simultaneously with my one phone.
So I was going to say that a benefit of the gateway is you can have multiple devices connect to one gateway as you are setting a cloud account. Am I right or wrong?
Multiple mobile devices can simultaneously log into the same account to monitor the same sensors.
I noticed the Ethernet port on the device, and of course I thought maybe there was a cable missing. I went to my computer junk drawer and I plugged in the internet cable, as I thought that this was required to connect the gateway to the cloud. So SensorPush cubes, we know, talk to the devices via Bluetooth, so I'm assuming that it was talking to the gateway via Bluetooth, and therefore from there it communicated back to the cloud. And when you're home, it uses the Wi-Fi mode, but then when you're away, it uses the data cloud. Boy, was I wrong. And I also noticed that you cannot use the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi together. So I noticed that you must have the Bluetooth off when the Wi-Fi signal is strong, as this kind of created a conflict with the phone, not knowing whether to update via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Can you explain this?
The Ethernet is just a backup in case there's an issue with the Wi-Fi antenna. We might use it for other purposes, so we wanted to make sure it got added to the case and wired to the board for down the road. It's the same with the USB, which can also be used to power the device, by the way. You can power it with your car or a rechargeable battery pack, this way provided it is a 5 volt and 2 amps. The standard setup is that the sensors can talk to the gateway via Bluetooth. The gateway communicates with your router via Wi-Fi, and your mobile device always connects and gets its data from the cloud. The only time the app will need to use Bluetooth again is if you pair more sensors or gateway devices, and even then, the mobile device is only temporarily using Bluetooth for the setup. In short, once you have the gateway, you want your phone to use the internet to check the sensors, so do not use Bluetooth.
Hey guys, so Crazy Dave here.
And a little coffee bean.
We really hope you guys enjoyed this segment reviewing and also providing you guys some informational answers and questions to SensorPush and how the gateway works. Wait a minute, you guys, dude, this is a rare sighting here, guys, because that's Pepperjack, aka Gangster Kitty. He's actually the boss over Indy and Liberty. He is 15 years old. Yeah, that's right. 15 years old.
He's older than me. He's my big brother.
Yeah, he was around before you were.
Yeah, before I was a thought.
Exactly. This guy, he's going to outlive us all, man. But at the same thing, dude, what happened to your hair?
I went into the ocean.
Ocean? Oh, ocean blue hair. Okay.
No, it's aquamarine.
Oh, aquamarine. So aquamarine. Okay, whatever, dude. Okay, cool. The whole thing? Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, dude. She's got the whole blue thing, purple thing, whatever you want to call it going on here, right? Okay, cat's on the counter.
Hi, kitty.
So anyway, again, thanks for watching. Crazy Dave, I'm out.
A little coffee bean and Gangster Peppy the kitty is also out.
Come on, give me